What's going on, guys? We are the Ordinary Guys. My name is Chris,
I'm Dion.
and we're bringing you episode what is it? 11, 12?
11?
I think it's 11. I lost track.
I did too. Oh, shit. I think
Anyway,
it's 11, yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, hoping you guys had a really good Thanksgiving. I know I did.
Yeah, I had a good harvest day.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was, you know what? It was smaller than usual.
Okay.
I usually, with my mom, we do a whole bunch of things and invite a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of family comes over, and this year it was small, very intimate, just my immediate family, my sister-in-law, her family, which is just 2 kids, and
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. Just us, and we had a good meal. Had a lot of good times to share. You know,
That's not bad.
a lot of things changed this year.
Would you eat?
Oh God, we did not do the turkey. We usually do a turkey. No turkey. Cornish game hens.
Okay.
Did about 6 of those. I did a ham. I don't eat ham, but my sister-in-law and them, they eat ham.
Yeah.
So I made a big ass ham. Greens, cornbread, stuffing,
Cornbread sounds good.
yams.
Yams is good too. Yeah.
What else I do? I did this like gravy stuff that my mom did a lot, and it goes with the stuffing. Goes like, it's like a gravy on top of the stuffing, which is great. Some cranberry sauce, you know. All
I should have asked you to bring me a plate.
And a big thing of mac and cheese. Like, so it was like a 3 or 4 cheese mac and cheese.
Oh, bro, I had My wife and I ended up going to go visit her daughter.
Okay.
And it was her daughter, the boyfriend of the daughter, the guy's mom, and like a bunch of other friends of their side of the family, right? So I was just like, oh man, I'm not I'm not gonna like this food, you know.
Hey.
But whatever, bro. I the turkey bomb, bro.
Yeah.
And not to mention the mac and cheese.
Okay.
I wish I would have brought like a whole thing of mac and cheese back home, bro. It was like the mac and cheese and then like pounds and pounds of cheese on top, and it was just like as soon as you like dug in, bro, you know how like
You feel
it
the
gets all
heaviness of it.
stringy
Yeah.
and you see how moist and oh my god, it was the best.
It's like
thing
food
ever.
porn.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, moving on.
I mean,
Moving on.
Okay,
What do we got? What do we got on our plate today?
okay. Well, did you want to talk about photography?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That's actually one that it was a topic that came up in class actually, and so that's why I kind of wanted to bring it to the table. And
I mean, this is one of yours.
this is actually
This
one
is
of
a Chris
mine.
original.
So the reason why I wanted to have a discussion on this was because there was actually a quote within the film that we ended up watching, and well, the person that I ended up asking you to write down, Jill
Friedman.
Friedman. So she ended up stating a quote which, after analyzing it and really taking it in and dissecting the whole quote, I was like, it's true. And the quote is that the only tool that is capable of freezing time is a camera.
Yeah.
And
So true.
so I started looking back at like all my photographs and then obviously artwork from other people. I mean, I'll give you a name right now off the top of my head, Mr. Gordon Parks.
Okay.
And he was actually a trailblazer for photography, where you see a lot of his artwork that he used to do, like crime scenes. He used to do, as a matter of fact, he was a producer to one of the movies that everyone is very familiar with, and you're never gonna guess what movie it is.
What type of movie is it?
It's an action movie, and it's a lot of black actors in it. As a matter of fact, Samuel L. Jackson, I believe. I may be wrong, but I want to say it was Samuel L. Jackson that actually played like the recap of this movie, like the remake.
Shaft?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
he was
okay.
the producer to the original of that movie.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So anyway, going back to his photography though, you see a lot of here's another one. He did a lot of photography for Malcolm X.
Okay.
He did a lot of
Great
photography
movie, great
for Muhammad Ali is another one.
Wow. You mean you're not talking about like remakes? These are like
No,
actual,
these are actual,
like actual moments in
photographs
time. Oh, okay,
that
okay.
he ended up
Oh, wow.
taking of all these individuals.
Wow.
Another one, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He ended up photographing the March on Washington.
Wow.
So I start seeing all of his work, and then name a couple of other photographers I ended up asking you to jot down for me, just for the record.
Bruce Davidson.
Bruce Davidson's another great one.
Elliot Erwitt.
Elliot Erwitt, yeah, that's another photographer. So anyway, if you go back in history and you look at all the photographs,
I know I'm getting tongue-tied today.
Yeah, right. You'll start seeing that it's true. I mean, if we hadn't had all these images and just plain text in our, let's just use it as in our history books,
Right.
I don't think it would really captivate our minds to really look and see what the past was like.
Right.
You know, at least we get a visualization through images themselves,
Yeah.
and we get to see how things were back then.
Yeah, because I mean, the only thing that we have about anything that happened in the past, like in our history, U.S. history, are things that are only written and things that are illustrated by that person's perspective. You know
And I mean, and let's just use this as an example too. I mean, myself doing photography. By the way, guys, I'll actually be throwing in a couple of links on this video, which will lead you to my Instagram for those that want to take a look at my artwork. But anyway, now going back to the whole discussion, if you take a look at, let's say for me for instance, I take a picture now,
Okay.
right, and let's say 20 years from now, I go and take a look at that photograph. What it's done to me so far is it makes me go back in time and makes me remember that specific time that I ended up photographing.
Right.
You know, so all in all, it's true. It's the only tool that's capable of freezing time and makes you be able to go back and see that moment.
It's like a photographical time machine.
Yeah.
That's awesome, bro.
Exactly.
And it's true because photographs and even some film are the only ways that we can go back and see all the triumphs and tragedies of this country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like without a lot of these photographers risking their lives and getting all this footage that we have for our history, a lot of things would be like out of sight, out of mind. It's like you said, if you only have the text just to read it, okay, you read it once and then you forget about it. But if you see something visually, that stays with you, like more than just.
And I think it's going to be more so now with technology having evolved so much, and obviously it's going to continue.
A camera in their pocket now.
Exactly. So it's like, you know how everyone is now. Yeah. You take a step outside and you're already wanting to take a picture of whatever it is with your phone, and then you're over here uploading it to whatever social media you have.
The only thing I don't like about this generation, well, not even just people in general, with the technology that we have now, as soon as anything happens, no one's trying to jump in and help the situation. They're just like,
that's true.
I gotta get this. I gotta be the first one to get the footage. No, put your phone down and go help.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
See someone getting assaulted and you're filming it. Yeah. I mean, someone needs the footage to see what happened, but that person needs help at that moment. Excuse me. Don't film it, bro.
Let's. And I know that this is kind of a hot topic, but what would have happened if all those people that were recording the George Floyd incident would have jumped in and tried to help that man?
Probably
what would have
got-
happened?
Probably got shot.
But
But he would still be alive.
Exactly, that's
But
my
he would
point.
still be alive too, because he
You
would have
know,
got off of it.
and this is countless of scenarios that we could go ahead and have a talk about, where it's hindered us from moving and taking action, and that's why with me it's like I would rather go ahead and put my phone aside, throw my camera down, whatever the case may be that I have in my hands. I'll go ahead and throw it to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and help out that individual that needs help.
Right.
That's just me.
That's me too.
You know, and I guess it's just a generational thing, because you're right. Now it's like the number one priority is let's get our phones out and start taking footage.
And then who's going to be the first one to upload it?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone wants their shit to go viral.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, I think we kind of beat this one on the head.
I mean,
what else?
I could talk about. I keep going on about that one.
Yeah, tell me.
But
about
anyway,
it.
okay.
What else we got?
I was listening to some news recently, and in New York, they're trying to pass some legislation to make it legal to see someone that is experiencing like a mental breakdown on the street, or homeless person or whatnot, or unhoused person whatsoever, to put them in a hospital without their consent, especially if they don't have anyone advocating for them. You know what I mean? Well, let's put it out there. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think like they should be doing it, or do you think that other cities should follow?
I can tell you this much, and from personal experience, because I've told you the situation in my family, right? I do believe that every individual that's going through some type of mental disability, or any mental mishap, whatever, however you want to label it, they do deserve and need the help, right?
Right.
The only thing that I don't like, or that I don't agree with, is once we put them in let's say we have them in an institution in order for them to get help, right? Are they really getting the help that they deserve, or are these people that are within the staff, are they causing harm? You know, because, and I know of several places. I mean, as a matter of fact, there were a lot of cases that came out of the mental institution in Camarillo, California. And so what I'm trying to get at is, you know, there were a lot of the patients that were either harmed or abused or taken advantage of, and this is coming from staff members that you have, you know, you have that confidence and you have that trust that they're going to go ahead and help these individuals out. And then now behind closed doors, it's the complete opposite way.
Well, it's happening even today in convalescent homes.
Yeah,
people that take care of their elder, a lot of elder abuse.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, it was just in the news a couple years ago. So that's what I'm saying. It's really a double-edged sword.
It is. I mean, that's exactly the reason why a lot of these government facilities were shut down in the first place. It's because of all this abuse that was going on, and a lot of people were not getting the help that they needed, and they pretty much were worse off when they came out than when they went in, or some didn't even make it. And I totally get that, but I mean, I don't think they all should have been shut down. They should have been, I guess, reworked or restaffed. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I think it needs to be certain places where they should be able to go, because there's a lot of people on the street that can't. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot of people that don't have the mental capacity to say, I need help.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I mean this is another fact that I've always thought about, is that there's been so much money thrown into the jail system, right? So it's like, if you have all that funding, why not take a chunk of it out and now go and reevaluate how you're going to be running these hospitals
Right.
or these institutions. You know, because once you have the right personnel, the right medication, the right treatment, the right psychological help, counseling, therapy, whatever the case may be,
This is what all
then
these people go to school for.
exactly.
to do
And
this.
so it's going to help out, not only is it going to help out these individuals that are in need, but obviously,
gonna
you know,
create jobs.
And and let's just put that aside. I'm talking about, let's talk about Skid Row. I mean, so many people
too
that are,
long. Been
yeah,
there
that's
too
what I'm
long.
saying. So many people that are out on the street that are having to face this problem, right? So rather than them being out in the street, they could be put in these places, get the help
Exactly.
that they need,
Exactly.
and possibly come back to being an individual that's going to be helping the community in the long run.
Exactly. They can come back and help clean up the community that they're a part of.
Right.
You know what I mean? All this money in this country gives to other countries, helping this and helping that. There should be no homeless people in this country whatsoever. There should be no hungry people in this country whatsoever.
It's
as
just
much money as we throw around.
It's just unfortunate, man. I mean, no matter what way we look at it, I mean, if we see it in a global point of view, what country doesn't go through it, you know?
Yeah, of course they're gonna go through it,
But-
but we have like one of the highest.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We have
Yeah.
more than third world countries. That's
As
crazy.
a matter of fact, I want to say I ended up seeing some statistics where I ended up seeing people that are the statistics for people taking their own lives. It's doubling, if not more.
Yeah. And it's predominantly men.
Yeah.
Yeah, because men get a real bad rap now.
So that's just, you know,
that's
that's my point of view on that, man. And I'm really hoping that eventually that situation's going to be worked out and there's going to be some type of solution in order for that to be fixed.
Hopefully, man, because it's not getting any better. It's just getting worse.
Yeah. What else we got?
Okay, well, I know you've heard what's going on. I don't know if you have to see that Kanye West on Alex Jones. Did you see that rant, or you haven't seen it?
Refresh my memory because it's a possibility.
This just happened like yesterday, I believe.
Then no.
Kanye West was on. You know who Alex Jones is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he was on Alex Jones, and pretty much he was. Well, they say he was like glorifying Hitler, and saying like he did good things and this and that, and yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, man. I mean, what I took from it is like I said before, he shoots himself in the foot every time he talks, but it's like I'm trying to like pick at things that he's saying because I see where he has gems every once in a while, but he can put together a song like no other, but he can't put together like a cohesive comment about something. Like something always messes up either the beginning or the end or the middle of whatever
I
he's trying to say.
I hate to be part of that whole cancel culture, but I think it's time. I honestly think that maybe not in his music, right? Let him go and be in the studio and record a sesh, whatever the case may be. But for him to be in front of a camera and just spewing at the mouth,
Yeah, that's not.
I think it's time to pull him out.
That's not his strong suit.
Yeah, I think it's time to just
people,
cut him off.
And I think the people that keep giving him a platform to be on, it's like they want that. That's gonna give them ratings. That's gonna give them more views or more likes. They want him on their show, going bat-ish crazy, because that's gonna get more viewers there. And it's sad. It's like,
so did we verify if it was true that he's wanting to run for election in 2024 or is that still just a rumor?
No, I believe it's been said. I don't believe he's like actually like officially like thrown his name into the ballot. But he actually had a sit down dinner with Trump. And he brought some other guy, I think Nick something.
Yeah.
He was like a white nationalist, not supremacist, a white nationalist.
Right.
And Trump didn't even know he was coming. He was supposed to just be him and Kanye West, or Ye. And it went.
I know. I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't end
I mean, it
well.
was all over
He
social
literally asked
media.
Trump
So
to be his vice president, to run as his vice president. Wow.
I just
The ball's on both these people.
you know what? It's one of those conversations that I'd rather at this point.
I just want to wait and see what happens. I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to get into that. It's gonna be a train wreck.
It's just I would rather just not even give him the daylight, honestly, because of the fact that he's just creating more of a division in our country when we're already having to struggle with that right now as we speak. Why throw fuel to the fire?
What do you personally think is gonna take us? What do you think it's gonna take to get us back to being unified as a country and get back on track and to move forward?
Michelle Obama to come. No, okay. In all seriousness,
No, really.
it's like I ended up mentioning in the last video. I honestly think that it's gonna require fresh blood in the White House.
Okay.
Someone that isn't involved with all the stuff with Trump, or isn't involved with the Biden administration or Kamala Harris. You know, we need someone new, someone fresh, someone that can relate to the people of today.
Right. How do you feel about Hakeem Jeffries being appointed Speaker of the House for the Democratic Party?
Man, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Honestly,
I don't know too much about him. You know, I want to do some little bit more research on him, see what type of things he's.
Remember what I told you about last time that we ended up having this discussion about AOC?
Yes.
Guess how old she is?
How old is she?
I finally was like, you know what? Let me really see.
Right, do a deep dive.
She's a year younger than I.
33?
33.
Okay.
So
Wow.
she's been in the light of it all for some time. She does have the experience.
Okay.
So now I really do have to back up what I say. And
But to be president, don't you have to be like 40 or 45 or something like that?
how old was look it up. How old was
Kennedy?
yeah.
I think he was like 44 or 45, something like that.
No.
Or 42? He's I don't know.
Well, let's look it up.
know
Let's
he's in his 40s.
see what it really is. How old was Kennedy when he was president?
Does anybody else know?
Bueller.
Let's see. How old was Kennedy? I'm not, one of those guys that text crazy. 43 years old. 43.
Okay.
43. So I wasn't that far off. I knew he was around that.
Let's look up.
That's crazy.
Let's look up
he was
how
a year
old.
older than me.
Let's look up how old do you have to be president? Pull that info up.
How old to be president?
Because I mean, let's put it this way. We're 2 years shy of 2024, right? That would put her at 35.
Okay. It says, according to the Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution, the president must be a natural-born citizen of the United States, be at least 35 years old, and have a resident of the United States for 14 years.
That puts her right at the threshold.
Yeah.
Right at 35.
So she's a year out. No, she said
No,
she's
she'll be 35
she's gonna
in
be 35.
2024.
Oh, wow. Oh, maybe. That might be the reason. Well, okay.
So I'm just saying, look, we're talking about needing new representation, right?
Yes.
Someone for the people. And I mean, why not give it an opportunity? Give it at least one term. Give it 4 years. See how it goes. See if, and I mean, I know that it's a lot of mess to clean up, between the Trump presidency and what's happened right now with the Biden presidency. I understand that, but why not give it a try?
Yeah.
So with that being said, is that all we got for that topic, or we got more on it?
I mean, that's all we pretty much got for that topic. But I want to know, if she was to run, Who would you see her running with?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Right.
Yo, what if at this point I think we'd be looking at another Biden situation where age would catch up to him is what I think. What if Bernie Sanders would try to run again?
How old is Bernie Sanders?
I'd look it up.
Is he as old as Biden?
I want to say that
I'm
may
thinking
be
he's
the
older.
case.
Isn't he older than Biden?
I don't know. But I'm sorry to say, but the man still has it together in comparison.
He does have all his faculties.
So I don't know. I honestly think. Go ahead.
How old is Biden? Didn't he just turn 80?
Yeah.
He's 81. Bernie is 81.
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't like
If-
Nancy Pelosi like 99 or something?
I don't know. She's pretty high up there, but anyway. Now I'm curious if Bernie Sanders were to go ahead and run this time around, would we be in the same situation where age would catch up to him?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So again, to reiterate, I think the best case scenario for us would be I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Why not get AOC in there? Give it an opportunity, at least one term, to see how it turns out. Because I mean, we have the freedom to go ahead and once re-election comes around, go ahead and try and see who would run within 4 years later, and see what our options are then.
They actually have a top 10 Democrats most likely to become 2024 presidential.
Okay, what's the list?
Okay, let me see. To start off this list, let's see where to go. Who do you think it is?
I honestly don't know, because again, I don't follow politics much,
Right.
just because I've seen how upside down everything is gone. I'd rather just not have to be stressed, throughout my week.
Right. Okay, I mean the I'm still trying to scroll. See, the first person that. Okay, well, this is gonna go 10 and down.
Okay.
Number 10.
So number 10
Yeah,
going
yeah,
up.
it's 10
Okay,
going
okay.
For 10, AOC.
Okay. All right. She's in the top 10.
She's in the top 10.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Number 9, Roy Cooper. I'm not familiar with him.
Nah. Doesn't ring a bell.
He's a governor for North Carolina.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. 8, Elizabeth Warren.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
As soon as I saw it, I tripped out. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
what
Okay. Elizabeth
that,
Warren.
was it Pocahontas?
Okay. Hey, move on. Next one. What's the next one?
Bernie Sanders, number 7.
Really?
Yeah.
People would still. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just turned 81.
That's crazy.
6, Amy Klobuchar.
That's an interesting
Yeah,
one. All
I
right.
wouldn't
Moving
buy
on.
Okay, let's see. What was that? Number 5? No. Number 5, Gavin Newsom.
Ew. No. No. I'm sorry.
And I'm so glad that he made that clear that he will not be running for president.
Yeah.
So,
It's just.
he even
Our
said,
economy here.
I quote him, "No, not happening. No, not at all."
Yeah, no. Here, he's done enough here in California. I don't see him
I'm
as.
just glad Eric Garcetti is gone. But
Anyway.
yeah.
Yeah,
Number 4, Gretchen Whitmer.
not familiar with her either.
She's a governor for Michigan.
Okay.
It's not doing too good over there. Huh?
No, it's not.
Okay. Really?
Oh God.
Kamala Harris. Number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah. Said black voters were key to Biden's win, blah, blah, blah. But what about the race? Without him, the vice president would seem to have the inside track, but unfortunately we didn't get to see how she performed in the states with significant black populations. So pretty much.
Anyway, all right. Who's number 2?
Pete Buttigieg.
No.
Pete
I'm
Buttigieg.
sorry.
What,
no.
what is he? He's Secretary of what? What's he right now?
I
Secretary of
forget.
Transportation.
Yeah, no.
And what has he done?
Nothing. Anyway, number 1. Who's at the top of the list?
What? Biden.
No.
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes. Yeah. Biden. And AOC is 10.
Look, I would leave everyone in place on that list.
Except for Kamala.
And then hold on. No, I would leave everyone the same with 2 exceptions. Biden and AOC. I would actually flip them. Have Biden last on the list and
Biden
AOC at the top.
He doesn't want to be president anymore.
No, he's
already checked out mentally.
I
think so. He's checked out already, bro. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
crazy.
that does it for that topic. I think we've overcooked it. You wanna do something fun?
Sure.
You wanna do the questions that we were talking about?
Oh, okay.
Let's do just a couple
Okay.
of them. Let's see what
I'm gonna
let's
ask
see
that
what you
question I
got.
asked you earlier too.
Oh man! All right,
Would
here
you
you go.
rather fight a horse-sized duck, or would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses?
Wasn't it 10?
No, but 100.
It's 100. 100 duck-sized horses
Or one horse-sized duck.
or one horse-sized duck. I honestly have to say that I'd be terrified to see a duck at the size of a horse.
Yes.
I would rather go against 100 duck-sized horses. I would rather, because at least I have the opportunity to kick.
To kick the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
Okay. How would you describe the color yellow to a blind person?
Let's skip that one.
Oh.
What am I gonna tell him? It's
Okay.
like red and yellow mixed together. No, that's orange.
Wow, exactly. Okay. Let me see. What would you do if you were the one survivor of a plane crash?
It depends.
On what?
When I survived, where did I land? Where am I?
Okay. That's
That's too. Am I
broad.
right or
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
too broad.
Okay, I got another one.
Okay, go.
A penguin walks through the door right now wearing a sombrero. What does he say and why is he here?
Hold on. You're telling me that if a penguin wearing a sombrero would walk into my door right now,
Yep.
what would be the first thing out of his
What
mouth?
is the first thing out of his mouth and why would he be here?
Would he be holding anything, or is just like
Some-
empty-handed,
like, I don't know.
wearing a sombrero?
Maybe he got some bears on him or something. I don't know.
Bro, it reminds me of like, is this like a Family Guy moment?
Maybe.
First thing out of his mouth, and what?
Okay, I'll go back to it. What does he say and why is he here?
I got the first answer. I mean,
Okay.
he'd just be like,
What
"What's
does
up,
he say?
guys?" Yeah, like nonchalant, just walk in like he owned the place.
Okay.
Like, I mean, my reaction would be another, but
I don't think I'd
as
have
to
I would just be like, just dumbfounded.
exactly,
Especially if he started talking.
and as to why he's here, heck if I know.
My mind automatically goes to
Food.
Billy Madison. Remember that movie? He was drunk and the beginning kept seeing a penguin.
Yeah,
He
that's
said
right.
it's too damn hot
You're
for
right.
a penguin to just be walking around.
All right, one more.
Okay, let's see. That's not a good one. Let's see. Okay, this is a kind of a lengthy one.
Okay, go for
It
it.
says you are in a room with 3 light switches,
Okay.
each of which controls one of 3 lights. Well, say one of 3 light bulbs in the next room. You need to determine which switch controls which bulb. All lights are off to begin, and you can't see into the room from the other. You can inspect the other room only once. How can you find out which switches are connected to which bulbs? That's what the No,
Bro,
okay.
my mind went like
Just
I was trying to process it all, and I was like,
As
why?
I'm reading it, my mind is just melting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to a simpler one.
Okay.
Why are manhole covers round? It would be
So
nice
the
if they
Ninja
had
Turtles,
answers.
the Ninja Turtles could fit
So
through
their
it.
shells can.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe it's possible. That's all I got, man.
All right. Well, I mean, that was, I guess, just a tad bit of entertainment. Next time we gotta really look into it and come up with better questions. Those are actually pretty good. Anyway, just like that, guys. I think we're done here. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this episode
Oh,
with
this is stupid.
penguins walking into the room with sombreros and whatnot.
Right.
Anyway, like always, guys, please make sure to support us. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment.
Hit that bell notification so we
Hit
know
that bell
when we
notification.
drop a new video.
That's right. And like always, guys, we're out. See you
it.
to the next one.
Peace out.
Peace.